The education model over the entire 20th century hasn't actually changed very much. So children are still carved up into age. People are still moving from subject to subject by listening to a bell. It's very much a factory line.
We've ended up with a system that for most kids is like either boxes you in or boxes you out, and I think we need to do things differently.
Having one model, which is you sit down, you write some work and you take an exam at the end, doesn't work for everybody. And you can have the most brilliant person that can be turned off by education at the age of 6 or 7 because it doesn't work for them.
Okay, at Spaghetti Bridge, we're trying to challenge ourselves to think differently about the why behind education and how we can make that meaningful for our learners who have often had a very difficult experience of education. We're looking at what motivates them to learn, about their individual interests and passions, their abilities and skills, and who they are as people, and starting with that and building a curriculum out of their individuality.
We deliver a learning journey for our young people that meets them where they are at in the world.
We want to give them that sense of value. We want to give them a sense of agency in the world by overcoming their barriers, by accepting who they are. And then we want to give them a sense of self-worth by developing a curriculum around them where they can achieve.
We are taking a curriculum approach which is project-based. So we are taking the interests of the young people, we are taking what they love, they're passionate about, and we're not just giving them an education because we're telling them to fill a worksheet in or because they need to do it. We're giving them a purpose of why they're doing something.
What's exciting about a project-based and experiential approach to learning is that it makes learning tangible and concrete, and each individual learning journey results in a meaningful outcome for that individual learner.
We're not just sat down at a desk, like just writing paragraphs and paragraphs of stuff. We're learning stuff and having fun at the same time.
The teaching's the best thing because, well, they teach in a subtle way, such as maths bingo and learning the sequences in maths and stuff like that. They do it in a fun, educational way so they can, well, really make children have a fun time whilst learning.
You don't see an environment where there are plastic tables and chairs lined up in front of a screen or a whiteboard. You see soft seating options. You see areas where people can independently choose where they want to work, how they want to work. And that's exactly what our environments look like. And in fact, we don't even call our classrooms classrooms, we call them base rooms, because that's their base, that's their office, where all of our children get their own laptops. We have a strong element of ICT, which is driven through the doing of our curriculum, because again, that reflects a real world working environment in the 21st century.
We believe here that it's the system that doesn't fit the children, and that's what we've looked to change. We look at the child, we look at what they need, what's going to make them happy, and in whatever way for them is deemed as successful, make them successful.
Everybody has got the same vision that we just want to change education for these children and make sure that all of our children achieve in the way that they want to achieve.
We are doing something different to mainstream schools, and that we are showing that young people that education is not something they fail at, that actually something that they can really succeed in.